Jamie Dimon was at a finance conference on Wednesday, and he had some choice words for investors in the audience. He thinks that there's a financial storm coming, and I think Jamie Dimon's talking about some stuff that you should be paying attention to. He said that you need to brace yourself for an economic hurricane caused by the Fed and the Ukraine war. Now, of course, this was a very long conversation, so here's a couple of the top quotes that I thought you should pay attention to. The first is he says, I said previously that there's storm clouds, but I'm going to change it. It's a hurricane. While conditions seem fine at the moment, nobody knows if a hurricane is a minor one or Superstorm Sandy. He then went on to say, you better brace yourself. JP Morgan is bracing ourselves, and we're going to be very conservative with our balance sheet. Then next, right now it's kind of sunny. Things are doing fine. Everyone thinks the Fed can handle this. That hurricane is right out there down the road, and it's coming our way. We've never had quantitative tightening like this, so you're looking at something you could be writing history books on for 50 years. Several aspects of QE backfired, including negative rates, which he thinks was a huge mistake. And then lastly, he stated that wars go bad. They go south in unintended consequences, that the United States and the rest of the global audience is not taking the proper actions to protect Europe from what's going to happen to oil in the short run. Now, of course, Jamie Dimon is highly intelligent. He runs one of the largest banks in the world, and he's got more information and data at his fingertips than almost anyone else that I know. And so naturally, when he says that there's a financial storm coming, you should pay attention. And when he says, don't listen to what we're saying, watch what we're doing, we're going to be conservative with our balance sheet, you should start paying attention. Nobody knows the future. Nobody has a crystal ball. How bad will the recession be? Will we get a recession? Nobody knows. But what we do know is that we've been in a quantitative easing, a loose monetary policy for the last 13 years or so. There was one bout where they tried to do some quantitative tightening, and they basically gave up almost immediately because it didn't work. And so naturally, the big question here is how committed will the Federal Reserve be? As they've talked tough, as they've raised interest rates, and now as they're actually conducting quantitative tightening, asset prices are falling. Stocks, bonds, real estate, crypto, everything is down. How bad can it get? No one actually knows. But what I think that most people who understand finance, who understand markets, and who have lived through many market cycles before, there's one thing that they all agree on. You gotta make sure that you survive. They shore up their balance sheets, either personally or professionally. They make sure that they have cash, that they can weather the storm. Because one of the big things in finances, if you don't make it to the other side, you don't get to live to play anymore. And so naturally, making sure that you've got a strong balance sheet, one that can survive the economic hurricane, is going to be highly important. Do what you need to do to make sure that you could last 12, 18, 24 months. Nobody knows how long it'll last. Nobody knows how bad it'll get. But one thing is sure, if you've got liquidity and you've got a strong balance sheet, you got a good shot of actually getting to the other side of this.
Hey you, did you like this video? Great, we make 5 of them a day and post them here on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and see you next time.